I've been in business for 40 years. Your prize is working with me. You got a big F. You're fired.
Please.
You're fired. You haven't got a bloody clue. You're fired. You're a bit out of your depth here. You're fired. You're fired. No good. You're fired. Same old story. You're fired. Goodbye. You're fired. You're fired. I think this time I have to say to you, you're fired. You're a little bit too zany for me. You're fired.
Hello, welcome to the last Apprentice You're Fired this year. Tonight it's Apprentice Wednesday on BBC Television. We have an extended show here on BBC Two in which we'll meet the losing team of Alex and Helene, and at 10:40 when we've finished, turn over to BBC One for You're Hired and meet the boss himself, Sir Alan Sugar, together with his new apprentice and the runner-up. I'm delighted to say the hopefuls who didn't make it this far are with us. Sadly, Nicholas isn't well, can't be here. We wish him well. To all of them, though, I think we say thanks for the memories.
I find it very difficult to have conversations about football, for example.
The spoken word is my tool.
I have had experience of laundry equipment in Bosnia.
There are two types of people in life. There are winners, and the second one, I can't spell, and I can't say it, and I won't say it.
In this task, I don't know where I went wrong.
You've got a 24-hour hotline. Me and Jennifer will both be your personal account managers.
As a salesperson, I rate myself as probably the best in Europe.
I don't believe you need to be a bitch in business to succeed.
To me, business is simple. It's about making money, and making more money.
If you don't put your weight behind it, then it's just the same as the US saying, we don't care about pollution.
For the entire process that I've been working with both of you, it has felt like I've had to breastfeed you, to be quite honest.
I'm only half Jewish, Sir Alan.
On our panel, we have Apprentice fan and all-round comedy legend Victoria Wood. We have the founder of Cobra Beer, Lord Curran Billamoria, and the often barbed but always entertaining journalist Amanda Platell. Welcome to you all. Alex and Helene, so near, yet so far. Within a sniff of getting a crack at the top job, but the sweet smell of success just wafted away from them.
I want to put you out your misery. Alex and Helene, you are fired from this process.
Please welcome Alex Wotherspoon and Helene Spates. Good to meet you both. Is that jewel you're wearing? You smell gorgeous, Alex.
It is. It's chocolatey, isn't it?
Helene, how are you feeling, having seen the programme?
Yeah, I'm feeling, obviously I'm disappointed, but what an amazing task it was. I thought that the end product that we came out with was, you know, a really, really good idea. It smelled great, I thought. But, you know, we lost to two fantastic candidates at the end of the day.
You're looking very cheerful. You've been a bit downcast at times.
Yeah, I think, being completely honest, I've really struggled through this entire 12-week process to bring the true Helen out, the true personality, which is quite disappointing.
Well, you haven't done badly. Alex, how did you feel watching it?
You know, obviously it hit me quite hard in the end when we were so close to actually winning it, and then it, as you say, got wafted away from us. But, you know, you kind of learn from your mistakes throughout the process, and I think there's a few things that I've actually looked at myself and thought, you know, I can
You've looked at yourself and thought, I'm gorgeous.
No, you know, you look at yourself and you learn from your mistakes, and you keep your head held high and move on from it. So fantastic.
Let's look at what went wrong for you, though. First of all, there was your working relationship, which wasn't a bed of roses, although it did start very promisingly.
Claire and Lee, Alex and Helene.
Look, there's a look of real love in your eyes there, isn't there?
Could have picked today who I was going to work with. It would have been you. Absolutely over the moon with that.
All started well. But in true Apprentice style, it soon started to go very sour.
Don't panic. The bottle is the most important factor of it.
It's not. Alex, it isn't, believe me.
You're not panicking, are you?
No, I'm just a bit annoyed, that's all.
I'll just tell you essentially what the
Alex, I'm going to have to go, I'm sorry.
Yeah, OK then. What's she annoyed about? All she's done is been to 2 bloody focus groups. I feel like she's stressing me out, I don't know why.
You know, Alex is sometimes a bit moody and a bit narky and very much sees it from his own point of view.
Let's not do any more work now, let's get up at 8 and we'll just do the pitch tomorrow. And that's all I was saying.
We're not even united now, we're conflicting against each other.
Right, why are you so defensive?
I think I'm adult enough to express myself.
So who was moodiest and narkiest?
Me.
The two of you.
I'll
You think it was? Well, you worked very well with them on the wedding task, so what got on your wick this time?
It wasn't Alex. I think I just found the pressure of being in the final, you know, absolutely intense. Really, really wanted to win. And I think on the first day it definitely got the better of me, and thankfully I thought we did a great pitch, you know, on the second day, but yeah, hold my hand up to the first day, a bit of a grumpy cow.
Right. So you'd blame yourself for the breakdown in your relationship?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, come on, have a bit of a pop at him. He's sitting there all smug. Look at him.
I think Alex is absolutely fantastic, so I've really enjoyed working with him on the whole.
Alex, why were you in such a grump with him?
No, I mean, I think the feelings, you know, it's mutual. You know, we've worked together on the wedding task and we worked well. I think the only difference is that when you get to the final, it's all or nothing, you know, and the pressure is intense. You know, you've got timescales to hit. And I think, you know, when the heat's on, you know, your tempers do kind of flare, but, you know, it came out all right in the end, obviously, aside from not winning, but I think
it's just a detail,
yeah,
don't worry about that.
Small details.
So, Victoria, what did you make of this match, not made in heaven?
They're both a bit moany,
yeah.
And I think if you get two, it's all right if you have one moany person and one driving person, that's right. If you've got 2 moany people, then it sort of implodes like a soggy cardboard.
Yeah. But we came good in the end. I think the presentation, you know, absolutely. I think we pulled it together at the end. Obviously not enough to win, but I'm proud of how we turned it around, and we didn't carry on moaning for 2 days, so...
Corin, what did you make of the two of them together? If they were your employers, would you have picked them to work together on a project?
The thing about this programme is that you're under so much pressure. I mean, this task was done in 3 days. I mean, it's amazing, actually, what you achieved
absolutely.
in 3 days. But it's also about leadership, teamwork, and you're competing with each other as well. Yeah. And to top it all in this task, you had 2 leaders, which made it even more difficult. Yeah. So you were in a very tricky position. It was also coping with the pressure, and I think it broke down a bit there. And Alex, you seem to be coping with it a bit better. At least that's what it showed like on the outside.
Amanda, when you saw them put together, you think this is going to work a dream, or do you think they're going to moan each other to death?
I thought it looked like Prince William and Kate Middleton. You looked fantastic together. You looked happy in the back of the taxi. I thought, this is great. Finally, Helen's going to kind of loosen up a little bit and be nice to someone. But then I have to say, Alex, you were needling her as well. And I think that you have a kind of instinct for someone's soft spot. And you were sort of pushing her. I expected at one point when you were saying to her something like, you're losing your nerve or something. I thought you were going to say, it's the wrong time of the month or something. You did seem to be a little bit kind of, you were trying to push her and make her not succeed, I felt.
I wouldn't say that, I was trying to, coax her into an argument as such, but I think, it's like 5 years of a business life condensed down into a boot camp of 12 weeks. When you seem to, your traits and your attributes come to light, quite severely. And one of mine is, admittedly, that I can be overly defensive. And, I've taken that and I've learned from it. And at times, Helen's, she said, well, don't do that. And it's more like, don't say that, But we worked together in the end, and I think the end product was, fantastic.
The end product would have been a lot better if you'd worked
it was the right
together
price,
through it.
The names. Before you came up with Joel, it went on forever choosing a name. Here's a couple of extraordinary but quite intoxicating suggestions of yours, Helen.
It's about something like strong or girth.
Proud of me for that. Sorry, Dad.
Girth. It's like something you find in Nuts magazine or something. Where girth? You should have gone with that.